If you're new to real estate or want to get started in commercial multifamily syndications, you may have heard there are accredited investor laws that prohibit you from taking part in these deals that always seem to be exclusively available to the wealthy. The SEC has two types of what they call REG D exceptions that you should be aware of: 506 Bravo and 506 Charlie. 506 Bravo deals do not allow for solicitation or advertising of security. This is due to the fact that the 506 Bravo allows up to 35 non-accredited and sophisticated investors to take part in the deal. These sophisticated investors are allowed to self-certify themselves as sophisticated. Now, what does sophisticated mean? That's a very gray space in the SEC law. Normally, it means anybody that has any investment history, stocks, bonds, they've had their own investment properties before, they've taken part in any stock market exchange. So that's a pretty wide rule of anybody that can get involved. Also, those 506 Bravo deals tend to be under $10 million, so smaller deals. So up to 35 non-accredited investors would be able to take up a large hunk, but not the entire hunk of the deal, depending on the size and the price. In a 506B offering, there must be a pre-existing substantial relationship before the investment is made. The SEC defines this as one that the issuer has formed with an offeree prior to the commencement of the securities offering. And what that means is you and I have to have a pre-existing relationships prior to me showing you the deal. So that's normally why we cultivate the network, we put out so much content, because we want to engage with you early and often, and usually 3 touch points is what the SEC likes to see. So an initial call, a follow-up, a signing of your form, and then a showing of a potential property would suffice. 506 Charlie, or C, on the other hand, is allowed to be openly marketed, yet it's only available to accredited investors. Everybody asks, well, what's an accredited investor? An accredited investor is someone who has $1 million in net worth, not including the equity in their primary residence, or a single person that makes over $200,000 a year for the past 2 years and is likely to make that same salary the next year, or a married couple that makes $300,000 a year for the past 2 years and are likely to do it for the next year. Often a CPA or attorney or broker-dealer reviews your last 2 years of W-2 earnings, taxes, or broker statements. When I've invested, I've always had to have my financials personally reviewed through a lawyer or my CPA. You'll often see syndicators start by offering 506B deals, but after building an email list or a passive investor group, they will move to 506 Charlie after becoming established. This makes it easier for the paperwork trail. This makes it easy for SEC audits. This makes perfect sense, and it helps syndication groups get the ball rolling by marketing their deals, and once well known, they can stop marketing and just raise capital from their closed network of personal investors. Simply put, 506 Bravo deals are an excellent way for a non-accredited or sophisticated investor to take part in syndications, or 506 Charlie, you must be accredited. If you have any more questions, please feel free to reach out to me at brad@thegrowthview.com or PM me on whatever system you see this on. Talk to you soon.